welcome back and welcome back to a new video, best video, nice video. So we see a lot of development are going on in Africa, especially the Gambia. So this is the most powerful and the heaviest project in the Gambia. That's the OIC road project. So here is the
material engineer.
The material engineer. So here goes. So he will let us know more about the project or the flyover and the heavy job that's going on day to day, and then he will intro himself. Well, before we'll go further, I would love to extend my greetings to my beautiful people out there, to my followers, to my subscribers in England, Finland, Netherlands, Holland, Norway, Germany, Sweden, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, Ghana, Congo, Cameroon, all over Africa. If you are new to the platform, subscribe, please. Basically share the video to the four corners of the earth as you always do it. So you can intro yourself to the four corners of the world.
By the way, I'm Mr. Jammeh Malang.
Malang, Mr. Jammeh.
Yeah. I worked for the government of the Gambia as a director of technical services.
Okay.
My last promotion is the Deputy Permanent Secretary, Technical, Ministry of Transport, Works and Communication before my retirement.
Wow.
But now I'm working for Saudi Gamtech JV Consultants as the material engineer for Saudi Consult. Saudi Gamtech JV.
Wow.
On the 22.5 kilometer Battle Harding Highway.
Which is connected from the airport?
From the airport to Stinkon.
Stinkon
Exactly, in Bakau.
Yeah, so it is how many kilometers?
It's about 22.5.
Wow. So can you tell us more about the project or the works that are going today in Yundum on the first flyover?
Okay, today we are actually laying up and compacting, placing and compacting of the wiring cost on the deck.
On the deck, okay.
On the deck itself. And it's almost about 200, it's about 500 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, overlap.
It is like more than a football field.
Exactly, exactly.
Five times
yeah.
football field.
Then tomorrow we will be on the left-hand side also, putting the overlay. The objective of that is we have placed a damp-proof membrane on the concrete deck. And then putting an
waterproof?
Yes, the waterproof. Putting an overlay on this issue is actually protecting it so that it becomes impermeable. The water cannot absorb water readily to the bridge structure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and the mixed design is also formulated in such a way that the absorption rate of this basalt is almost about 1.5%. Over the flyover is a two-way. That's a two-lane going this way and a two-lane.
That other way.
Yeah. But on the main one is three-lane. So that when you want to make a U-turn, you have to get through an accelerated rail.
Okay, you don't need to come on the flyover.
Yeah, but if you are to go to Banjul, Serekunda, all over, you have to actually go through the flyover.
Oh, okay.
That's how it's. Yes, but if you want to make it a roundabout within the turntable, you have to actually jet down. That's the accelerated lane. Okay. And there you have to a distributing lane in the center to give you another direction where you want to go, whether it's north or south.
Oh, south.
Yeah.
So how long it will take you to finish the process the first IEC road?
Actually, the first lot was anticipated for almost about one year, 13 months.
Okay, the flyover itself. You know,
the flyover is almost practically completed now.
Completed.
Yeah, because by tomorrow, once you actually put the overlay on the left-hand side, actually what is left there is only the miscellaneous works. That the painting, marking of traffic lines and all those things.
Well, the most amusing thing that I like on the flyover, the cars can pass through, and even there's a passing walking way over there.
Yes.
Whereby you can have the water access can have a way to go.
Yeah. Interestingly, you can see the runoffs of water is being collected by this gutter in a V shape to the lowest point there. Okay. And then there's a pipe which this water.
Okay, it goes down.
It goes down, yeah. Okay. So there will be no water seepage. Along the sides also, there are whip holes whereby you have a flow channel. Okay, one of them is over there. The cross-sectional movement, all those things also will, the water on the running surface of this, going through that. You see how interesting it is? Yeah.
Is that hole there?
Yeah. This is going to be actually the drip of holes, which actually goes down.
Wow.
Yeah, basically. And the concrete itself is designed in such a way that it's about 35 newtons per kilometer, newtons per 35 kilonewtons.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
Per meter
thickness and the
square.
strongness
The
of-
strength, yeah.
Okay.
About
So
35
that's
MPa.
That's the barrier of
Yeah, that's also a barrier. This is a New Jersey also. It's also a barrier, artificial barrier. So you can see the safety precaution on it is very high. Because,
very strong.
yeah, the impact of heat on a vehicle on that, before it reaches that one,
Okay, it may break.
yeah, it may break up.
The car will not reach down.
No.
So as we always said, we are lead in the Gambia and others follow. We're always there to cover you the good news. We're not there to sell out the wrong news and the sad news from Africa. We have to make a joining hand to support our African government or African leaders to build Africa. So can you tell us what does OIC stand for?
Okay, by the way, before I get into that, we are representative of the government of the Gambia through the Ministry of Works, Ministry of Transport, Works and Communication. The consultant represents the interest and defend the interest of the clear. So the Ministry of Works is the Ministry of Transport, Works and Communication is the contracting authority. And the implementing agency is the National Road Authority. So we're representing them here on the work supervision. On the ground. On the ground.
So which is amazing.
Which is amazing. Okay, OIC is mainly for the total coordination of this project. And they also coordinate and raise funds. And contribute and to make sure that the project is implemented.
Wow.
So these three institutions work in globe together to ensure that what we have today is being achieved.
Wow. So well before we close off the video, in every video of Nice Gambia, because a lot of our followers are out there, and then a lot of them also been outside, they never been to Gambia, and when they come to Gambia they will see a lot of changes, a lot of development. How can you advise them, like make a joining hand to African brothers or African government to develop our nation?
What is happening now in the world is a revolution.
Revolution.
Every individual has to make a quota play in your own country's national development.
Yes.
People are not coming outside.
Can you say that again?
Every individual has a quota
to
play in the national development of this country.
Of the country.
Based on where you are.
Where you are.
Nobody will come to develop the Gambia for us. It's we Gambians who should develop the Gambia. And it should be a commitment. In a commitment in such a way that we have to work very, very hard so that we have a social cohesion and economic cohesionness. In the what by, if I'm an engineer, I make sure that that knowledge is being shared to another individual.
Can you say that again?
if I am an engineer, I must make sure that the knowledge I have is being shared to another individual.
So that the knowledge will be
stay there and build up the capacity of the young ones. And this is exactly what we did here. Even some of the graduates of the new UTG students came here. We try to build up their knowledge and capacity on practical experience. I also gained my practical experience from my former engineers. And these are the late Lamin Shane, the Asan Jeng, and so forth. So I'm an old man now.
But still, you have
exactly.
Joining hands to our African, to the Gambian development.
And thanks to the president, of the Gambia's foresight, and the Ministry of Works and the National Road Authority, to come up with a good gesture, idea, and how this road is being formulated, is formulated to mitigate international standards. It's not based on the Gambian standard. The road lies within the regional integration corridor of ECOWAS. So the standard on this road is actually a high standard. It's a high standard. It's not a normal road as we know before, traditionally in the Gambia. Because the asphalt is double layer.
Double layer, 2 layers.
Yes, each layer is 5 centimeters. The other one is also 5 centimeters.
Make it 10 centimeters.
Yes, the cross section of the road on average is between 75 to 80 centimeters.
Wow.
You have this fill material, the road bed and the fill layer in some areas. You have almost 20 centimeters, 20 centimeter subgrade thick.
20.
23 centimeters of subbase and a base material treated by cement stabilized, which is also 20.
Wow.
So it's almost, on average, a cross-section thickness of almost about,
which shows you that the road
70.
itself
It's going to be durable.
Contracted, and it is really good and it's strong.
And the good advantage it's going to have is going to be maintenance freely, in a sense that when it starts deteriorating on the top layer of the asphalt, you only mill up that and put another one. You don't have to reconstruct.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to reconstruct.
So in every video of Nice Gambia, we always ask the Pan-African, the great Africans or great Gambians, how proud they are to be an Gambian and how proud you are to be an African.
Yeah, we are growing slowly, but so.
Sorry.
Yeah, we are growing, but so.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the standards of apply on this road, any of the roads being built in the Gambia, this is one of the highest standards.
And the best standard.
Yeah, standard. Yeah. And I believe my old department, Ministry of Works and the NRA, is going to continue doing that. Because now when you go to ECOWAS, they talk about regional standardization of roads. So that to allow free movement of goods and services from one country to the other country, up to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia and others. If you want that to happen successfully, the standards of the road must be the same.
Must be the same.
Yeah. If not, if some standards are weak, and you allow heavy traffic to go on it, the road will actually deteriorate in a shorter time.
So what does GAMTEC stand for and what it means?
GAMTEC is a local consultancy firm and is headed and owned by Mr. Job, Matar Job. Gambian. It's a Gambian firm. Yeah, that Gambian firm farm up with a Saudi consult. So two of these consultancy form a JV for the supervision. Some of them are the Gambians and some of them are Saudi employed. But not the same, they are all working together as one unit.
One unit?
Unit, and headed by a team leader.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So nice. So can you tell us how proud you are to be an Gambian, to be an African?
I studied in Canada, by the way.
You studied in Canada?
Yes, I could have stayed.
Yes.
By that time when I graduated, I have an opportunity. After my 2 years, they said, if you want to be a Canadian, you can apply your Canadian citizenship.
Wow.
In those days, but I said no, so I have to go back and develop myself. And actually, I think anybody who knows about me would always tell him that he's a very difficult man to work with, straightforward and hardline. Yeah. In consultancy, if you are not honest, the job cannot be right. You cannot be cheap. You know, you have to be straight and strong and know that the money being utilized in this project is from the taxpayers, and we're going to pay it. Whether I'm alive or not, our children will continue to pay it.
Yeah, of course.
But unfortunately, it's a soft loan, and some of them are grants. And those who negotiated that, like Adam Abaro and the team, has done actually a good thing for the Gambians.
For the Gambia,
exactly. And this is also, the road is so designed in such a way that it's going to mitigate traffic congestion. I'm not saying that there will be no traffic congestion, but it's going to manage traffic congestion.
Reduce the
traffic congestion will be managed very well in the way.
So is it possible to drive away from Fonyi, okay, like Kiang, to drive away to Congo, you walk, evening 4 o'clock, you drive to go back?
Of course, when the roads are gone. In Canada, in the US and other places, people drive more than 200 kilometers to home. Every day. So the reason about communication here is we have to get standard roads. And this is an example of it. Now if this road is complete, from Banjul to come, cannot take you 20 minutes.
No.
And before, you hustle about 1 hour plus.
More than 1 hour.
1 hour.
On the way, the traffic is always
Exactly.
Especially like when people come to work from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, it's always black
Exactly.
Yeah. So what will be your powerful and final message to the viewers, to everybody?
For me, it's all about encouraging all Gambians to actually make sure that whatever we are doing, we do it to the best of our knowledge. And we do it to the best ability on behalf of Gambians. When you serve for a government, it's a revolution. Revolution means you can sow a plant today, but you may not witness the bearing of the fruit.
Never ever.
Yeah, the next generation will actually witness it.
Yes, that's what we are working
What
for.
we are working for right now,
Right now.
it's not for us now, we are old.
For the future generation.
For the future generations. So if we continue in that perspective,
Yes.
and I'm telling you, maybe in 50 or 100 years,
Yes.
Gambia will be a totally different issue.
Yeah.
But we have to commit ourselves to be Africans,
Yes.
proud to be Africans,
Yes.
and know that we are not where in Europe or America or in Canada. Based on our color, we will always be called as Africans. Africans.
And Africa is always African.
African, and nothing
really
else.
Africans make Africa.
And then nobody will come to work for us. We should work for ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, do you believe?
So what Barrow did here is a revolution.
It's a revolution.
This project is for another generation,
Next.
not his generation.
Yes.
The people who are going to enjoy the road most is another generation.
It's another generation.
When other infrastructures of roads are built to connect
No,
on
this
this
road
road.
is like for us, we will pass through.
Exactly.
But it's for the future generation.
Exactly, it's not for
So
us.
do you get this belief and this belief, like a lot of people out there, even we, the Africans, we get this belief and the mindset that Africa is poor. So do you get that belief?
Theoretically, Africa is not poor.
Africa is not poor.
Africa is not poor.
Yeah.
Africa is the richest continent.
In the whole world.
Yeah, but we have left ourselves to other people to dominate us.
And control us.
Yeah, how do they control us? Through in so many issues. Economically, they control us, and we become more poorer.
Wow.
Socially, we are disorganized because of the ethnic groups. That's why I say we should call ourselves as Gambians.
Gambians, yeah. I'm proud to be an African, proud to be a Gambian.
And culturally, there's a big confusion. If you identify yourself as Jola, the other man identifies himself as a Mandinka. Where do we go to?
Oh, this one identifies himself as a Guinean, Gambian, or Malayan.
Yes, where do we go to?
Nowhere.
We will never make any meaningful development.
Yeah.
What is the most important? You are a Gambian,
I'm a Gambian.
and a Gambian basically does. So the language barrier, let's forget about it.
Don't matter.
No. No matter how you don't like the other guy, but you try to tap from his capacity to build the nation. Nation building is about putting the right people in the right place and actually make it workable.
Workable.
Yeah.
Yes, which is amazing.
Exactly.
So this is Nice Gambia, as we always said. We are the best, we lead in the Gambia and others follow. Right now, as we always said, subscribe, like the video, stay tuned and focus with Nice Gambia. We always come up with the best news, proper news, powerful news that will inspire you to repatriate in motherland, invest in motherland, let's develop and make a joining hand to our African government.
Yeah, and finally, I mean, this project is being conceived under the leadership of Mr. Barrow.
Okay.
Adama Barrow.
Yeah.
We have to be very proud of it. I mean, whatever happened, we say it as it is.
Yeah.
So we hope such initiation of projects and formulation of projects would follow best to make sure that it suits the benefit of Gambians. We all know that regional integration and making roads is two things. It has an economical dimension, it has a social dimension, and it also has a health facilities movement to market goods and services. So once you have good roads, you are attracting investors to come. And you cannot actually have, if you have good road networks, you will definitely attract. Yeah, roads is part of it, electricity and water. These are the most important things. In a network.
So this is amusing.
Yeah. But they are expensive though to implement. So that's why I'm advising also Gambians. Let's try to protect the road, all of us together. When the road is ready, let's try to protect the road. No overspeeding, so that we damage our beautiful street lights.
So will we have street lights and traffic lights?
Yeah, of course these are street lights.
I see the street lights.
Yeah, traffic light will be designed at certain areas.
Okay, not on top of the flyover?
No, maybe at the bottom, where you have the turning point. No, the flyover is a direct way.
Okay, it's a direct way.
No, you don't have to stop to go. Direct.
Yeah. So it's all about Nice Gambia.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you say your name once again?
I'm Malan Jame.
Malang Jame.
From Tujareng.
You are my father.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
thank
I am Ismaila Jame.
Oh, thanks
I'm
to you.
Popular known as Lucky Child, Nice Gambia.
Thank you.
Big up to the cameraman behind the camera, Babaji. I'm working hard each and every day to make a better name, a greater name for the Gambia today. And for the Gambia homeland, It's time to work and pray that all may live in big unity, freedom, peace each and every day. Let's justice guide and drive our actions towards our brotherhood. We represent the color red, white, blue, white, green to the four corners of the world.
On behalf of the Honorable Minister of Works, because what we are doing here is on behalf of the Honorable Minister.
I want to meet him.
So once we are here, it's a privilege for me to be here. They can hire other people. But when we are given privilege to do something, we have to do it at our utmost bond. The new DMD of the National Road Authority, Suleiman Suare, on behalf of the National Road Authority, and on behalf of my consultant, the team leader of Saudi Consult, and Mr. Joe.
Mr. Joe.
Exactly.
So, which is amazing.
Amazing.
So, as I tell you, I want to meet the GAMWorks, Minister of GAMWorks. So, I'm hopeful that will be one day, inshallah.
No, GAMWorks is another different. Don't confuse things.
Yes.
GAMWorks is a building agency.
Okay.
GAMWorks. It's Ministry of Works, Ministry of Transport, Works and Communication.
Wow.
I mean, the ownership of contracting roads is the National Road Authority and the Ministry of Works. They do delegate some of their responsibility for GAMWorks to do certain roads.
So RSK are the contractors?
Contractors, yeah. And they have actually demonstrated very technical sound knowledge in execution of their jobs.
Wow.
Although we fight, but they have equipment, well equipped, and they have the potential actually to carry out the job. Yeah.
So which means that they are good to go?
Yeah, I think recruiting RSK to do the job is not a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
Comparing with other contractors we have in the country. Yeah, I think that's justice. The people who are actually involved in recruiting RSK on this project have done justice to the government of the Gambia on behalf of the government of people of the Gambia.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, because they are within the timeline of the execution of their contract.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So which is amazing.
Yeah, which normally not all contractors do that.
Not all contractors.
I mean, delay in project execution has a financial implication. So here we don't have a delay. So there is no implication of cost to the government of the Gambia. That's why I said those who are involved in the tender on evaluating and awarding this to RSK have done justice.
Yeah, sometimes I even come and open the video just like that virally. I start saying that it might be in the rainy season they will stop the works. After the rainy season they might be continue. But I see that even in the rainy season they are working.
Yeah, normally we have scaled down some of the works. There are certain works which cannot continue, like artworks. We have suspended that. The reason why is when your soil absorbs moisture, which is above optimum moisture content, you cannot compact it. If you compact it, it's going to misbehave. So we cannot continue further on that. But if it doesn't rain, we can do some asphalt works and some concrete works.
So you call this one asphalt?
Asphalt.
You put in the black...
Yeah, it's a composition of basalt, fine aggregates, and bitumen.
Wow.
Different size of aggregates. That's 3/8, 8/16, and 0.3, and bitumen. You mix it together to formulate a mixed design. Which is very strong and durable, actually. It's a good protective for the road. And even if it rains, there will be no absorption experience. It's going to flow up directly. This is the reason why.
So I know this is what my people have. A lot of people have been commenting, but you have already answered every comment that people have been commenting around the globe, around the world. The cameraman is now alerting me, signaling me the time is already done. So this is the heaviest and the biggest project right now in the Gambia, West Africa, the most strongest project right.
Thank you for my brother, because information is very powerful.
It's powerful,
And we encourage you time to time to come here so that we give you the latest information on the project.
Inshallah.
It's only through proper media communication like you, people can be assured and aware of what is happening in the country. And also for Gambians to know. But most of the people see us going down and going forward.
They never know.
They never know what we are up to.
I hear different news from people.
And they thought, they thought road construction is just like that. But they are professionals, like any other professional in Ministry of Finance, Geology, and other departments. Engineers are professionals, and we do our job professionally based on the specification requirement of the project. Places where we know is substandard, we try to build it up. But this is in a consultation process with the National Road Authority and the Ministry of Works. Because they own the project. If you are going to do any meaningful changes, they must be equally informed so that we continue. through our team leader, which is very good because normally every Tuesday we only have a project appraisal meeting to constantly monitor the project.
Yeah.
These two institutions, National Road Authority, Ministry with relevant stakeholders, always have a technical meeting on every Tuesday to ensure our progress and challenges and how to mitigate it. Due to its cohesive meeting, that's why we are really
working hard. Doing
Yeah,
it hard.
exactly.
Yes.
And there are relevant stakeholders like also physical planning, NAWEC, GAMTEL, which are of very relevant to this project, and they contributed well. Without them, we cannot, if you don't have a right of way, you cannot move.
You cannot move.
I mean, those institutions are also very relevant in the road development sector, especially in the urban area.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can close off the video right now. Thank you very much. And we will keep coming to update our people out there. Inshallah, you will hear good news about the Gambia. Stay tuned and focus with Nice Gambia. So
and I say good evening. Thank you, my brother.
You. Nice
oh, my
you,
son.
My father.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you. You are welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.